Beach, Florida. This is a public course that honestly looks private. It's gorgeous. I just hit some balls on the practice facility. It basically has its own par 3 course. The practice facility is honestly better than my home course practice facility. Place is gorgeous. I'm going to show you guys the clubhouse, the food. I'm going to show you the course, give you guys the full experience of this place. It looks sick, so let's get right into it. So 468 yards on this par 5. First of all, the wind out here is crazy. It looks pretty flat from the tee box, but judging based off of the practice green, if it's anything like the practice facility, it's gonna be super sloped. And that's what everybody's been saying. The wind is crazy, it's hot out today, and the fairway looks amazing. I mean, it looks like it's definitely gonna run on the drive. To keep my ball from like knocking down on the wind, I'm gonna hit this drive a little bit lower. Whenever there's wind, I like to hit it low to get some more rollout instead of the wind taking the ball. So I'm gonna go really at that second tree. I mean, there's 2 big trees. I'm gonna go for the second one out there. All right, that works out. Yeah, that looks good. 204 yards, kind of playing like 200. So I'm gonna take my 5 wood. I'm definitely gonna stay a little bit right here, say like 15 feet right. I just wanna be on the green for a par 5. It's pretty good to be on the green in 2. We're just gonna aim for the green here. It went left a little bit. That lie kind of pulled it. I had a little bit of a draw lie and it kind of pulled off that hill. I didn't see where it went though. I think it's gonna be a little bit long, maybe. Hopefully that false front there like stopped it a little bit. So I think I'm a little bit short of the green or like on the side of it. I'm gonna take some wedges, but like I said, the fairway is super clean cut. So I think you could like, this is the kind of course that I would putt off of. I would putt off the fairway if it's like 10 feet off the green. Usually I chip it. So I'm gonna just see where we are because these, I mean, look at the slopes for a second. I wanna show you this. There's this dip right here. This is literally like a bowl over here. I mean, if you're in here, that is gonna come right back down. It's really a lot of slopes here. And I think I'm gonna putt that. I could grab a 60 degree and really kind of clip it off the grass, but that's really risky when you're like 2 feet off of the green and there's a lot of grain. So I think I'm just gonna putt this. Yeah, this is a better decision. So this is for eagle. We got this big uphill here at the beginning and then it really kind of flattens out, maybe a little bit more uphill. It really looks left to right, but a tiny bit right to left almost at the hole. Grain's going this way. So everything's really gonna be uphill. I definitely gotta hit it up there. That was really uphill. So this is a birdie putt. Really kind of let off that putt. That was, definitely had to hit that harder. I think this is still, I thought it was right to left at the end, but I think it's still left to right up here. I'm gonna play inside the hole, left to right. Par on that hole is a little bit disappointing, but I think I underestimated the slopes on the first putt. I really thought it was gonna flatten out and it really was uphill. And then really the rest of the hole wasn't as bad. If I got that first putt closer, I would have definitely had a better chance for birdie, but we'll get it on the next hole. 337 yards here. It's a little bit of a shorter par 4. So that bunker is 250 to carry and 220 to the front of the bunker. So can't carry it and it's definitely in reach to go in. So I'm definitely gonna go right here. It all funnels towards that bunker. So I'm gonna go in between those 2 right trees. I don't know if you can see that, but basically on the left side of this marker right up here. And I'm just gonna stay as right as possible because I know that it's a shorter hole. So if I have like 10 yards longer on the right side, instead of contesting with the bunker, I think it's a better idea. So I'm gonna pound it right. All right, that's good. All right, we're good there. I had a little bit of a draw on it, so it actually may get some more yardage. That's what we want on this hole. And then I'm pretty sure the approach shot is pretty straightforward. This course seems really wide open because everything's like really wide open. There's a lot of room for everything, but it's really sloped. And it seems flat from the tee box, but it really isn't. It's kind of like not like a Florida course when it comes to the slopes. I'd say that the slopes are probably one of the biggest slopes I've seen in a Florida course, but the vibe of the sand and the palm trees definitely gives off Florida. This says 83 yards here, but they don't actually have the pin location, I don't think. They just have it in the middle of the green on every hole. So I'm gonna take out the rangefinder and see actually how far it is. 64. Okay, so if I actually swung that with 83, we'd be in trouble. Sometimes they're really accurate and sometimes they're just not, so you always gotta bring a rangefinder. So 64 yards, that's gonna be about like, not a full 60-degree wedge. My full 60-degree would go like 80 yards. I'm gonna put it in the front stance and I'm gonna swing about three-quarter. Wanna put it right next to the hole. This is an attack pin. It's a little bit in the front. Sit down. I think that works. All right, it's a little bit long. It's all downhill. When I jumped up there, it's all downhill before and after that pin location. So I feel like these open areas and like sand kind of areas, they kind of remind me of when I played Pinehurst courses, because Pinehurst is a little bit different though. This will mostly be filled of like pine needles and some of this. This is just straight like sand, which is hard to hit out of. I find that like really hard. I rather pine straw, pine needles over this because I feel like you can at least compress it out of the pine straw. If you are compressing this, you really have to pick it so clean. It didn't end up really that far back, so that's a birdie opportunity. We gotta make this. I think this is about the same length putt we had on the other hole, so. All right, so this is left to right. Got a marker out there. It really comes left to right off the beginning and then it kind of goes back right to left. These slopes are really hard, but I think this is the kind of putt you just got to give it a chance and kind of get it up there because it's, again, uphill. I have a feeling because of these slopes, if there's a slope before the pin, it's going to be downhill and then you're going to end up with an uphill putt. So I better get used to these uphill putts here. Oh, I literally put out the fist bump way too early. I didn't even think I hit it that hard either. I thought I had that one. All right, par's okay. Go to the next hole. I think the next hole's a par 3, so we may have another chance. I thought I had that, honestly. I put the fist bump up way too fast. I like this course so far. Again, the slopes are getting me. The wind is not as bad as when we started. Off the first tee, the wind was crazy. Now it's not nearly as bad. So slopes are they're difficult. And the greens are pretty fast. They're not like super lightning fast, but with the slopes, I think it makes it faster. These slopes also help you out a bit though. I hit that drive like 255 and it went downhill, right? So it wasn't the furthest drive, like I didn't actually swing that very hard, but with the downhill slopes, it ended up being pretty far. And let me just grab my rangefinder because after the last hole, I'm kind of not trusting at all these screens because they don't have their pin position. So I don't trust that that's the actual yardage. All right, 104 or 102. It said it was 113, so we're gonna go with 102. 102. I have my 50-degree that goes 100. Wind's coming at me a little bit, and there's some green for the pin, but there's a lot of green on the back. I think it's playing like 107. I have 100 and 115 that's exactly in the middle. All right, I think I'm gonna go with the 100 because it is 102 yards, and I really don't want that downhill putt. I'd rather be a little bit short. Because I can, again, what I've realized on the first hole is that I can putt off these fairways. So I think we're good. I think we're good with the 50-degree. I think it'll get up there. All right, that works out. We'll take that all day. I think it's hard to see. Like, I don't even know. I know it went right next to the hole. Like, it landed next to the hole, but I don't know where it rolled out to because these slopes are like this. So, I don't know. It was a good shot. I'll take that. Oh, I have to get a hole-in-one on camera. That's my goal, is I'm gonna get a hole-in-one on camera, and since I film so much that I think it's pretty possible, and that was almost a hole-in-one. Not quite, but almost. It was close. All right, I've got to make this. I'm making this putt. All right, I think this is inside right. Green's going this way. All right, so inside right on this putt. Back of the cup here. I'm making this putt. Oh man, that's 2 lip outs. All right, so missed that putt. I think it was either a little bit too hard, or I don't really know. That's 2 lip outs, so we gotta start going right for the middle of the hole now, because I think I'm trying to play too much break and hitting it the same speed as if I was gonna hit it in the middle of the cup. So we got it. We got the 4th hole here. All right, 357. Somebody's definitely lost their car. 357. We're gonna go right over this marker right here. If you'll notice on these T markers, there's only one. So I don't really know if you're supposed to go this way or that way, but I decided to go this way because it's flatter. So we're gonna go left edge of this marker right here. Try and blast one. I mean, these drives are pretty open, I think, so far. All right, it works. I think we're gonna get some yardage off that. I think that's gonna be good, because that's gonna get a lot of roll. The low drive here today really is working out because there's so much slope. All right, so it's a bummer that the range is not set up yet. I'm gonna show it to you anyways because it's still got a cool setup. There's just no balls on the range, and I don't think it works. But I'm gonna show you like the little par 3 course and the chipping green. Anybody that knows me personally knows that I love cheeseburgers like more than anything. It actually smells like cheeseburgers like right now, and it's making me want one, which is why I thought of this. I'm gonna have a cheeseburger at every course that I film, and I'm gonna rate the burger based off of a bunch of things, and I'm gonna tell you guys if the burger's good here or not, because there's a whole meal to it. It's not just the cheeseburger, it's the fries, it's a Diet Coke, it completes the meal. I'm gonna show you guys basically the full experience here. I wanna make it so that you guys can determine whether or not you guys wanna come play here, not just for the golf, but for the full experience. All right, so it says 119 on the cart, but again, we're gonna laser it just in case. Okay, 116, not bad this time. Pretty close. I think the pin's a little bit more front than this. So 116, playing like, I think it's playing like 110, 111, because the wind's coming with me and there's a lot of green in the back. So it's hard to make the decision. I'm gonna go pitching wedge here. I'm gonna take a little bit of a smaller swing here, because I have a pretty big gap between my 50 degree that goes 100 and this that goes 115 to 120. So I'm gonna try and take a little bit off of this. Hopefully that turns out good. Ooh, a little bit long. Man, that had a bounce. That bounce was wicked. That was a lot. It must have been downhill, because I took some off of that and it still went long. It's not horrible. We're good though. We're on the green. So it basically landed like on this downhill slope here. And it really took off, and I mean, like, the wind was coming with me, but it bounced really short, so that's why I'm so like confused as to why it like literally rolled out like 30 yards, maybe more than that actually. So I was like, it bounced really short of the pin and then it just rolled out. It either means that the greens are super hard, or just the slopes are, like I said, they're really crazy. I'm gonna go right at this, right on the left edge of this mark here, because I know it's gonna go right to left and then kind of come back left to right at the end. I just want to get this first putt close, and if it goes in, it goes in. Come back, come back. man, that really came that way. I mean, it's coming back a little bit. If you saw that, it literally went right to left, then it went severely left to right, and then at the last second, it turned back right to left. These slopes are crazy. All right, I couldn't miss another one. After the third hole, when I missed that birdie on the last hole, I couldn't miss another one. All right, gotta figure out that, I thought after the second hole that it was really just, I gotta go more into the cup, but I think I actually just gotta play more break. I think you just gotta hit a little bit softer and play more break, and I think we're gonna be fine. What I also noticed when we booked the tee time, they were like, before 10 o'clock you can't use carts, which I thought was unusual. I've never been to a course that literally says before a time you can't use carts. I think I've been to a course where they said like you could use carts in the morning and not in the afternoon. But, so just a heads up if you're looking to make a tee time and you want a cart after 10 o'clock. So it says 152 here, about 176 to the back of the green, 140 to carry the green. All right, so I'm gonna go with the 7 hybrid. It goes like 160, kind of 162. My club up from this goes like 180, which is not really a smart play here. I'm definitely gonna go a tiny bit left, just a little bit. It's because there's more green and I wanna carry, I wanna make sure I carry with this club. So I'm gonna go like at that cart sign, basically right at that. That's where I'm gonna go. I also know that this club has a little bit of a hook on it, believe it or not. It's like if you leave the club like this, hanging, you'll see that it literally turns in the face, so it pulls a little bit. Either it pulls or I try and like not hit the pull and it pushes out. So I'm gonna go a little bit, just a tiny bit left, not too much because I know it could probably pull. You tell me. Huh? I didn't see it. I had no idea where that went. But, so like I said, it either pulls like crazy or I try and overcompensate and it really stays out there. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of sand and it's super kind of wide open, like there's not that many trees. So I feel like I lose the ball, and there's also a lot of sand. If you're not like right on the cart path, the sand, your cart gets stuck in there. But I feel like with all the sand and the brightness, I'm losing the ball because I really can't see it. It's really hard to see with all this light. Like it's super, super light. Let's see, I don't know where, it's on the green. Ooh, that could have been a hole in one. If, you know what? It's not a hole in one, but it could have been. I'll take that. We gotta make this birdie. All right, that's 2 pretty good shots for par 3. Like, take those every single day. Honestly, the title of this video should be, Can I Make a Birdie Putt Today? I think that would be hilarious because, you know what? We're gonna break the curse here. We're gonna actually make this putt. This one, grain's going this way. So I'm gonna say it's like I said, I'm gonna take my advice from the last putt. I'm gonna go a little bit outside the hole and just kind of die it in there. Then I at least avoid the lip out, you know? I'm not gonna lip it out if it's really a soft putt. I'm making this putt. Yes! I finally made one. I got one. I got a birdie. The fact that I'm like wishing for it to go in is crazy. All right, 5 holes, 1 under. Let's go to the next one. It's a pretty strong start. I'm not really sure if this is par 4 or par 5. I'm too lazy to go back to the cart because it's so far away and it's so hot out. I know it's 179 to cover these bunkers, and the best thing to do is go kind of like over this mound, like 5 feet on the right side of it. So I'm just gonna try and go a little bit right. Yeah, that works out. Yeah, that's fine. We'll figure it out if it's a par 4 or par 5 after they get to the cart. So I had this hole completely wrong, like not even close. This is a par 4, by the way, and I'm literally pin high, in fact, maybe a little bit longer than the pin on this hole. I'm like so confused. I mean, wow. I'm like, I got this hole completely wrong. If I knew that, I would have gone right at the pin. I'd be on the green. Wow, it was a great drive, not gonna lie. I gotta figure out how far that hole was. 35 yards. So basically it's a little chip. This is all downhill, like I said. A lot of before the pins are downhill and then it keeps going downhill. So I think it's honestly safer to just land it here. It's gonna roll out so much and I don't wanna be on that second level. So I'm gonna land it like 3 yards before the green. I think it's gonna be fun. Short and right is not bad on this hole actually. I would say like a little bit left of that bunker is good. All right, here's in my way. Hair's in my way. People ask me all the time, does my hair get in the way? Yes, it does, a lot of the time. When it's windy out, at least other times when it's not windy or like just a little bit windy, it doesn't get in my way, but sometimes it does. Ooh, that's the landing spot. That's the landing spot. No way. Oh my God, it lipped out again. Sit down. Oh, come on. I think that lipped out and it like picked up steam on that. Oh, now we're down. This is exactly what I didn't want. This is a long putt uphill. Oh, that was like, you have to hit that. I did land in my exact spot. I had everything right. I knew it. And then it just, I'm telling you, it picked up steam off of that hole. All right, we gotta definitely hit this up here. This is definitely gonna be super uphill. Straight at it here. Seems like it's going both ways. Gotta hit it up there. Kind of went left to right at the end. Oh. That's just not what you want when you're like 30 yards away. I feel like that almost wasn't even my fault too. I hit a good shot. I hit a great shot. Literally lipped out. What is with the lip outs? I never lip out, like ever. All right, I think that's inside right. Gotta, like I said, we're gonna dye it a little bit. Gotta make this. All right, save par on that. It's okay, I'll take it. I hit a great shot on the chip. I hit a great drive, first of all. Can't ask for more. It just got unlucky, but we saved par, and that's good. If you get unlucky and you save par, that means that you're playing well. So go to the next hole. I think it's a par 3. So it's all about the green on this hole. It really is, because the drive almost drove the green. If I literally was pin high to the pin, so it's really all about putting there and chipping. So 116 to this pin, 99 to cover, 133 to the back. I'm gonna go, wind's coming with me. I think it's definitely playing like 105, because off of these downhills, I gotta learn from it. I'm gonna take the 50 degree and just, if it lands short of the green and just rolls up there, I'm okay with it. So I'm gonna take the 50. I'm gonna risk being a little bit short, because I really don't wanna be long here, even though there's a little bit more room long. All right, so I'm gonna go like 3 feet left. Let the wind take this one. Come on, get up there. Get up there. Oh, sit down. Believe it or not, sit down. Sit down. Come back. Wow, that's 50 degrees. That club goes 100 yards. That's 116 to the flag. Man, all right. Only a little bit left. Imagine if I used my pitching wedge. No, that would not be good. I mean, that was a 50 degree. It goes 100 yards max, like maybe 103. I just want to point this out here. First of all, I thought that this was going to be like a backstop, and it's not. It actually goes downhill. But the fact that I hit that left and it really rolled all the way to straight because of this bowl here is crazy. These slopes are absolutely insane today. They're just, man, like the wind has a little bit of something to do with it, but not this much. I'm going to go out like a foot right. After seeing that approach shot, I think it's definitely going to be right to left. Come back, come back, come back, come back. It's like that end turn that these greens have. It's like at the last second. Just gotta let it funnel. That's what I've noticed from this course is you gotta play the slopes and honestly like play the break, let the ball roll on approach shots, on chip shots, on putts. Let it just funnel into the hole. Because a lot of these greens are shaped like bowls instead of like, they don't really go off the green. They just kind of go like this. So if you just let it feed. Kind of freaks me out. I don't like the way that, see that disturbs me. It actually disturbs me a little bit. I don't really like this, I don't really like it. It's pretty, but to stare at it for too long actually grosses me out. Some things just disturb me, and that just disturbs me. See how disturbing this is? Watch this. There's literally a palm tree growing out of this thing. That is disgusting. I don't understand. It grosses me out, this stuff. Oh, imagine the amount of insects that live on this. I mean, I see like a bunch there. Ugh. Everybody knows I hate bugs. 366, and it looks pretty straightforward here, so I'm just gonna go a little bit right because I think that it funnels that way. I just want to be up on 2. All right, that works. I know it all goes left here. I just saw it on the little screen that it looks like it goes this way. So I'm just gonna, that's why I want it to be right there. Just a little bit right, and then hit the draw, and it would be fine. I'm really liking this course so far. Like I said, it's brand new. It's my first time playing here. I really like it, and honestly, I feel like there's no need to be members at a private club if you have this course. Like if this was closer to me, I mean, it's not far, but it's like 20 minutes. If it was closer to me, it was right around if it was right around the corner of my house, I would be playing here every day and not be members at a private club because I think that this is a solid course to play at. I mean, it's got pretty much everything. The practice facility is incredible. Like I said, amazing. And there's just a hard course. It's a good course to practice at. Now, we'll have to see about the food. We haven't tested that yet, so we don't know. But 95 yards, but not really. 100, all right, that's pretty close. Uphill, 100, kind of crosswind, barely though. I'm gonna hit the 50 degree again. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the 50 degree, choke down a slight bit, and then 3/4, 3/4 I think is good. It's funny because this course is pretty open. Like there wasn't, when I tried to make a tee time, like they were like the tee times are completely open. There's pretty much nobody out here, but there's only a few groups and one of them's ahead of us, so it's really not congested like it seems on this video. There's like really nobody out here. I'm gonna go a little bit right here, just a tiny bit. I know this is a pull lie, so I'm gonna choke down a little bit just to take some yardage off and to make sure it doesn't pull over. Pulled still a little bit. That pulled a little bit, not gonna lie. I probably should have choked down a little bit more. Not a great shot there, but we're on the green, it's fine. Yeah, that kind of pulled a little bit, just a tiny bit. A lot of maintenance crew though. A lot of maintenance crew, which is actually a really good thing because that means that they're trying to keep the course as nice as possible, and it shows, it honestly does. So, I mean, there's a lot of people out here maintaining this course, which is, again, it's a good thing. This is not a bad position to be. We still technically have a birdie putt, and it's definitely still makeable. So, Gotta just put some thought into this, and I think we'll have a good chance. This is left to right for sure. Uphill. Ooh, just a little bit low. If that was a tiny bit more left with that speed, it would have been perfect. All right, so we'll just tap this in for par. Tap. All right, 8 holes down, 1 under. I would love to get another birdie on this last hole. I saw that it's a par 5, so it's definitely reachable too. I think, I forget what the yardage was, but it said, I remember seeing that it was definitely reachable, so maybe we could get another birdie on the last hole, and then I'm starving. All right, so last hole here, I'm not sure how far it is. We're gonna go over this marker here. It is getting hot, and I'm hungry, and let's go. It's fine. All right. I feel like it's super open here. So at least if there's a snake, I can see that there's a snake. Because there's a lot of golf courses in Florida that have these like super high, like these, but they're super high and they're all filled up. And you can't see if you're going to look for your ball if there's like a snake or something. So I appreciate it being open. Because at least I know, you know, like I can prepare myself. I can see something black, big long black snake. Like I can see that, you know? Because otherwise I'm like going in there completely blind. You could get eaten by a snake, bitten by a snake. I hope I didn't hit into these guys. Oh no, I'm fine. That was good. All right, so 180 to the pin. I'm gonna play like 170. Taking out the 9 wood. We're gonna go a little bit left, just a tiny bit, and hopefully get it on the green for eagle. I mean, that would be great. You know, anywhere up there is good though. We're 180 yards away on a par 5, so. All right, so here we go. Gonna try and hit this on the green as straight as possible. Got a little bit, like really no room for error on this shot. There's bunkers all surrounding the green. Downhill lie too. Ooh, that just drew over. That's gonna be a little bit short. I chunked that a little bit. All right, I'm getting tired and I'm getting hungry. I'm not gonna lie. It works out, but. Oh my goodness! Right next to the hole. Did not believe that for a second. That's for eagle, guys. That is for eagle. We've got an eagle putt that's about 5 feet, 6 feet. That'd be nice to end the round on. 3 under. I made eagle on the last hole. Yeah, that would be really nice. So let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Let's just try and make the putt. I think this is pretty much in the cup. I think it's just straight, maybe just a tiny bit left, but I think it's pretty straight. All right, I'd say inside right, pretty straight though. Gonna just dye it in, like we said, we're dyeing it in. Jeez, that would have been really nice, I'm not gonna lie. All right, it's fine. 2 under on 9 holes is really good. I gotta hit that again though, because I don't know where that went. It was more, even there. Okay. All right. You know what? It's not bad. All right, we're gonna go have lunch, and if they have a burger, I'm going to rate that burger. I'm so hungry right now, so I gotta eat something. We're gonna go order this cheeseburger. I did take a look at the menu, and it said they had a cheeseburger, but they said that they had cheddar. And for me, cheddar is just like my least favorite cheese. I love American, that's my favorite. They have American as an option, we're back in the clear. But we just have to double check.
All right, I'm gonna put bogey here.
Hi. Can I please have...
The T-ball found and sprinkle it.
Can I please have the cheeseburger? Just nothing else but American cheeseburger and bun. Do you guys have fries?
No, we have like chips. We do have the wedges. It's right here. It's kind of a new on the menu. It's like a cup. So it has wedges, also sour cream, and a sweet way oily.
Can we just do the wedges? Okay. And a Diet Coke as well. Instead of fries, because it doesn't come with fries, we're doing the crispy potato wedges instead.
You get a chip. You can also get a side option as chips, like our house-made chips, coleslaw, or fruit cup.
Well, I'm not off to a good start. I cannot stand cheddar. It's just a thing of mine. I hate it. But you know what? We have to try it. Cheeseburger. Usually they give you an option. I'm gonna grab a card and write down the criteria for the rating. It's gonna be different sections and then the average. And I want to keep it the same on every course that I go to give it a fair rating. I'm gonna have the same categories in the same system. The categories are presentation, bun, taste, temperature, fries, and atmosphere. And if I need to add in a miscellaneous, I'll add that in. I think that's good. We're gonna rate them all out of 10 and then average it out, and then we'll score the burger. Thank you. And this is the burger tacos as well. The french fries. There we go. Appreciate it. Thanks. All right, so first look, presentation. I understand that I think they put it in to-go cups because people may be playing on the course. Here we go. I'm gonna take the first bite. Presentation in the to-go containers, I understand, because we're at a golf course and people need to eat on the golf course. First bite, honestly, really good. For cheddar, and I know I'm gonna keep saying that, but I don't like cheddar and this is really good. It didn't affect my taste at all. Usually you'll get a cheddar that's like not good. This is actually really good. Kind of looks like it's frozen, but very good. Honestly, taste is really good. I like the bun. It's a solid bun. It's not great, but it's pretty good. The temperature that it was cooked at, for me, I like medium, so that was perfect. I like it when people go the extra mile, the chefs go the extra mile and butter the bun. They did actually. They buttered the bun, which is good. Maybe that's why the bun tastes pretty good. So far, presentation, bun, pretty good. Taste, really good. I'm gonna try the fries, but it still definitely seems like a frozen burger, so it's not homemade. It's just pretty good for what it is. Okay, here we go. That's actually really good. I like how it's super crispy. I like the seasoning. That's what I really love. When they season the fries like that, always is my favorite. It's crispy. I also love wedge fries like this, so this is honestly really good. I'd say that's better than the burger, actually. All right, so this is the popcorn chicken. I'm also trying this. That's really good. Wow. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie though, the fries are my favorite. All right, I'm gonna rate it pretty harshly though. I'm gonna start with the presentation. I'm gonna say the presentation, which I can understand 100% because this is a golf course and you have to remember that people want to take it out and go to the 10th hole, so it's a 3 out of 10, which is understandable, right? I'd say the bun is a solid 6 out of 10. It's pretty good. The taste is really good. Not one of the best burgers I've had. It's still frozen, you can tell. So I'm gonna say the 7. It's like a 7.4. I say it's like a 7.4. It's good. If you want a solid burger, the burger is good. And anything over 7, I feel like, if I'm gonna rate it, is gonna be really good. Say for the temperature, I think the temperature they got perfect, almost perfect. I'd say it's an 8 out of 10. So we're going up. We're only going up on this scale here. The fries, I'm gonna say the fries are a 7.9. I'm gonna say the fries are 7.9. I'll just write it on my phone. Okay, so presentation, I said 3 out of 10. Plus the bun, which was a 6 out of 10. Plus the taste, which I said is 7.4. 3 plus 6 plus 7.4. Plus temperature, which I said was really good with an 8. Plus fries, which I said 7.9. Atmosphere, I like this place. I like this place in general. I think it's really nice. It's kind of got a cool vibe. But the whole place is like, it's not what I've been to a public course. It's much nicer. The place is great. Got really nice views out here. That's an 8.3. I'm gonna give it an 8.3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So overall, I'd say that this was a 6.7. 6.7 is pretty high, I'd say. Given the course, given the 6.7 burger, which it may not seem like that's a high score, but it actually is, because the 6.7 is pretty good. Like, that's overall good. Course is amazing. Practice facility is amazing, which I'm gonna show you. Clubhouse, atmosphere, really great, clean, and just a quality place for a public course that seems like that it could honestly be private. This seems like a course that you'd want to come play, and honestly, it exceeded my expectations because I thought it was going to be nice and whatever, and especially when this top tracer is going to come in on the range, I think this is going to be an ultimate public course to play. And I'd say the popcorn chicken as an additive, you know what, we're going to throw it in there. We're going to throw it in there. We're going to put in an 8. I say that's an 8. We're going to just throw it. It's not part of the burger, but again, I have a miscellaneous category, so brings it up to a 7.3. It's a good meal, and I think that's fair. Honestly, it's pretty good. That's a wrap on the park, West Palm Beach, Florida. Great course, good food, and amazing practice facility. Comment down below which courses you want me to go to next. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.